of the ground is so important. You got to till the ground. You know, we're not relegated to necessarily have the ground to give our provision because we live from the heavens. But in order to operate, our maturation is going to come out of the ground, even though we're a part of the heavens. You get what I'm saying? So we still, seed time and harvest is still important, basically. Amen. Hosea 10. Hosea 10. Hosea 10. I'm going to try to go real fast with this because I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time. 10 to 12. Sow to yourself in what? Righteousness. Sow to yourself in what? Righteousness. What did we just spend 2 teachings talking about the righteousness? When the word has priority in your life, it's the fruit of that word is righteousness. When you are compliant, when you are walking obedient to what you know to be true. You know what I'm saying? When there's no shadow of turning, no variableness in you, your yea is yea, your nay is nay. You're sowing in righteousness. Your obedience. Okay, is that better? You're sowing in righteousness. So it's very imperative that we understand the propensity or the power of our actions or our inactions. Because we think if we just hear it, it's enough. No, the doing brings the blessing. It's the application. So when we talk about sowing in righteousness, we talk about the application of the truth that we heard. So when we get up from here, or get up from the table, or get up from wherever your position in life is as it relates to your devotional time, you got to have expectations for application.
Yes.
You got to have expectation for application. So all the instruction you're receiving is not some hall of fame. We're trying to fill a library. This subliminal thing can say that I heard this type of truth. No, that's not. It doesn't bring any value to you until it's an application or it's applied. You get what I'm saying? Because you can hold the truth in unrighteousness. And that is our refusal to comply with what we know to be right. On any level. That's what unrighteousness is. It's my unwillingness to submit to the instructions that I'm receiving. Amen? My unwillingness to submit to the instruction that I've received is what unrighteousness is. And when I submit to what I know is right, I'm sowing in righteousness. And then I never, ever have to worry about my ground being fallow. Man, that's going to make you shout. That should push something up out of you. If you telling me that I don't have to keep an eye on my ground, I don't have to be fearful of my ground, that I don't have to worry about the evil beast. But if I sow in righteousness, if I have a willing spirit to submit to what I know to be true, then my ground will be receptive to the word. Yes. It'll make your shepherd happy to know that you are a tiller of your ground. That you hold the word. With the word you heard, you held it in esteem.
Yes.
Amen.
Oh, let me show you something real quick. Let me show you something. Isaiah, it hit me about, it slapped me on the head. Isaiah, let's go over this, see if I can find it. Oh, Lord Jesus, help me. Help me, Lord. Oh, I think it's in 43. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I can't find it. I know I was going to be able to find it. It talks about how there was ensnared. They were snared in prison houses. And then they esteemed the word. Oh, I know it's somewhere over here. Is it, Somebody just said it. Somebody can find it for me, though. I know it's in Isaiah 40. I just can't figure out where it's at. 40, is it 43? I'm looking over there. No. That's not it. If I have my phone, I'll be able to find it. But anyway, it talks about those being snared in hope. But he said it talked about how they need to magnify the law.
Isaiah 42 and 22.
Girl, show you right. That's it. The Lord is well pleased for the righteousness' sake. He will magnify, verse 21. He will magnify the law and make it honorable. Ain't that something, y'all? That's what we're talking about. You know, Psalms 38, 138 and 2 said he elevated his word above his name. He said he wanted to make his word honorable. And the Torah is not necessarily the 223. Well, by the time Jesus showed up, it was 613 commandments and statutes and ordinances. So he wanted to make it law. So we're not talking about legalism. We're talking about the law that he has made honorable. And you know what law that is. Because the law of sin and death has made us dishonorable. So there's only one more. The law of the Spirit of life. That's it. He's making it honorable. That's why he sent his Spirit into us. That's why we've been made to drink of that Spirit, because every time we understand what the ministry of that Spirit in us, or not that Spirit, his Spirit in us, it makes his law, it magnifies it. And you, 22, on your own time, you can see what the fruit of it when it's magnified. People come out of stuff. But let's get back over here. So we need to break up the fallow ground. Right? Going back to Hosea 10 and 12 says, sow yourself in righteousness, reap in mercy. Break up what? Your fallow ground. For it is time to do what? Seek the Lord. So some folks, see, people say, well, I don't have a hunger for God. I don't have a hunger to study. I don't have a hunger to, you know, most folks don't have a hunger because some came into the kingdom and didn't understand anything about it. But then some of us have lost the hunger. It tells me right here in Moffat's translation that I seek God when I break up the fallow ground. The reason why I won't seek him because my ground is fallow. And it can be fallow for a variety of things. Amen. We found this, so we got to understand that this fallow ground is metaphorically, as it relates to the New Testament, is lukewarmness. Being lukewarm. Remember, he said, "I'm going to spew you out. You can be cold or hot." That's fallow ground. Fallow ground is a person that's lukewarm. You know, they can hear a good word, can't move. Y'all don't know nobody like that. And when the pastor say, "This is the way we're going to do it," and then they, you know, it's still in la la land. I mean, the script is laid out. I'm just saying lukewarmness. When the light that we had becomes darkness. It was one season that we were lit like a Christmas tree. Because we drew back into our own destruction. And then we tried to figure out what happened to the light. Put it underneath the bushel. But how many know when the spirit of revelation comes, the lid comes off? Amen. Yeah, that's what we call. That's what I call the word on the line. So the lukewarmness signifies a lack of enthusiasm or conviction. That's what a fallow ground is. You're not convicted. There's no conviction. There's no drawing power. There's no sensitivity. Amen. There's nothing but being indecisive, uncommitted, unresponsive. These are the things. I got about 20 of them that really represents, or as metaphorically implies, the fallow ground. And God never intended for us to have a fallow ground, because one of the words for fallow also means it means as well the inability to be cultivated and fruitful. The ground loses its ability to be cultivated and fruitful. Therefore, it holds a great potential to produce much fruit if it's tended to correctly. Y'all got that? So the ground, our hearts, if tended to, if kept with all diligence, because out of it flows the issues of life. If we would manage and monitor it, if we would monitor it, that's what would happen. We would be able to See, because a fallow ground is a plowed ground, but left unseeded. It goes through all the work, comes to church, lifts up his hand, prophesy, just excited about something to do.
Wow.
Worship God, but it's unseeded. It's necessary for the ground to be plowed, but it needs to be impregnated with the seed. So there has to be a seed. The seed of what? The seed of the kingdom has to be sown in it. That's why he said in Galatians 6, let's go there. Real quick, y'all. I'm helping y'all out. Anybody get anything tonight?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of good stuff. Trying to help you out. Trying to get this ground right. I'm tired of putting on stony, thorny, and waysides. I want some good ones. You know, sometimes like I got like 5 teachers. I'm like, well, Lord, I don't really want to teach them. I like them. I'm being honest. I was like, I don't really want to teach it for sake of teaching. I believe we messed up a few teachings that I felt like it was real good, but I'm still waiting. Yeah. Sometimes I hate it. I was like, man, if I was a hireling, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, but I'm not. I know, I'm a husband. You know, husband, man. Covenant. This is a husband, man. Be the ring finger. I'm covenant. I'm committed to making sure that we come to a certain level of maturity. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that he shall also reap. God is what? Not mocked. Say you never, he ain't mocked. God is not. God is not mocked. He said, be not deceived. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. Amen. Think the correct way.